Farm of Life family, did you just hear that? The heart chakra opening.
Actually, that was the belly button one.
Ah, the navel
the
chakra
D.
opening. Excuse me.
Don't you know your
Was
sounds?
it the key of D? Yes, it was the key of D. I'm sorry. The navel chakra opening. We've done all kinds of stuff. We're here with Andrea and Meegan in our first retreat of the season, and man, it has gone really, really well. We are
It's been
really
fun.
excited. Yes.
You guys brought
been
such
amazing.
a great group.
We're really excited.
This is the Animar Enliven Retreat.
Animar Enliven.
Enliven your life.
Yes. We've done everything. We've done lots of yoga. I mean, this particular retreat, this focus was on a lot of yoga and exercise and Diamante and all kinds of different things. And it's just the guests have been
Hiking,
great.
surfing.
Boot camp,
Starting
yeah,
the day at 6:30 a.m. boot camp.
right.
And they're like hardcore. They're all up for it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
They're
It's been
climbing
outgoing
stairs
bunch
and
for
doing
sure.
lunges
Finish
and
off with
push-ups.
Mud all over the body.
I mean,
Getting into
hardcore
cool
stuff.
waters.
Yeah.
And when we get into a little bit about Andrea and
We just
A
we just got
hummingbird
visited
just
by a
came by. It was
hummingbird.
awesome.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
the
that was just
camera
really cool.
the camera woman wasn't fast enough for that one.
Before we get into more details about Andrea and Meegan and what they're doing in their lives right now, and more about the retreat, I always like to go back a little bit in history. And how did you guys? This alternative health movement, right? It's sort of a special thing. It's not. I mean, it's becoming more and more mainstream. But generally, there's an experience or some kind of moment in someone's past where they say, I want to go this direction. So, Andrea, we'll start with you first. I mean, tell us a little bit about how you got in. She's an amazing yoga instructor.
Amazing.
I mean, bending and it's just like crazy.
You've had me in poses I've never been in before.
Yeah.
So you have a huge repertoire of
Truly
just
amazing.
yoga experience.
And
It's
and
awesome.
so, I always am interested in, how someone got inspired, right? Because it's always the
Yeah,
thought first,
definitely.
and then you worked at it to be as good as you are.
Yeah.
How did it all happen?
I think I spent most of my early 20s and in my teenage years playing hard with my body. Marathon running, triathlons, mountain biking. I skipped the stretching. Stretching was... I
The
was-
female me.
I was too good to stretch. I didn't
Same
need to
here.
stretch my body.
Secondary.
And then
Uh-huh.
I was going to bed with aching hips, and I was like 21 years old. It shouldn't happen. So I think I did my very first yoga class actually in high school, and I wrote in my journal, and I look back at it, I don't even remember saying it at the time, I'm going to be a yoga instructor. So it resonated in me there. There was a seed planted in that class, but then it wasn't until about 7 years later. And then I took my practice seriously. I started opening up my body, really connecting with the breath, and I saw, I was healing my body with myself. And then it just seemed natural. To stand up, though, in front of a group and teach a class, that was foreign to me. But it just came out of me. I've never planned a class. I've never written anything down. It just flows out. I know my students' bodies, and I know where I want to take it, but in the class, in the moment, feeling their energy. So it kind of just happens. So healing myself and then watching my audience heal. And I learn the most from any training that I do from my students.
Best way to do it, through
From my
guidance and
students.
intuition, right?
Totally.
Once you learn, of course, you got to get certified.
You have to get certified.
But then when you're really tuned in, right, then you can sort of just kind of go with the flow with what you see out there, right? Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, and it's changed me inside and out. So
Oh,
It
that's-
shows in the students that you've taught too.
yeah,
Oh,
'cause
man.
you brought
I
out this
love
confidence
I
in
love my
people.
students, like
Mhm.
all of them. And it's so interesting that I noticed that all the students here happen to be in each, and I had that moment on the hike. They're from different areas of my teachings. Like one of them's from the community center, one of them's from the yoga center that I teach at. One's a personal client, one's a coworker. Like they're all the different facets of my life, so it's really cool.
It sort of encompasses your larger family,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like
My
this business. We
community.
do the same thing. Yeah, it's a
Exactly.
big Farm of Life family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you teach out of where? Where are you teaching?
I teach out of Upward Dog in Ottawa. It's a yoga studio right downtown, and then another yoga studio at East Cheshire. I have lots of personal clients, private sessions I teach. I do athletes. I do teach also the Ottawa Senators. They're our the national hockey team that
Wow.
we have. Which is
You're.
pretty
I can tell you're
amazing.
hugely
Stretch those
popular
boys out.
because your guests, on their first night here, were all on the internet signing up for your yoga
know.
classes 2 weeks from
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
Amazing.
So
That says
to get on your
huge
I've
calendar.
never seen that before.
Yeah.
I know.
My
I
God.
know.
They're in Costa Rica, but
They're all
still
they're
fighting
also,
each other
they're
to get
also
on the
type
internet.
A's. You have to
True.
Factor that.
That's why they're here.
I know. I
Doing
connect,
boot
even though I'm
camp.
not a type A, I connect well with type A's. I think
Yeah.
it's like calm them down a
You
little bit.
do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They're drawn to me.
How about you, Meegan?
Yeah, Meegan, your history. I mean, you're an amazing massage. Meegan does massage therapy, and she's working to get her certification right now in yoga. But man, everyone's been loving her massage, and her energy is really, it's like this soft presence, but it's really quiet, and it's excellent. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. Tell us your story.
Well, for me, in a similar kind of time frame with Andrea, kind of evolving her yoga practice, I was getting into body work, and I started studying in my hometown, which is Halifax, Nova Scotia. And for me, it's been kind of a long line of just a love for natural health alternatives, and just an appreciation for like Thai yoga massage, like all the different facets of massage therapy and body work that's out there. And I just started with it was a 2,000-hour training, and I loved every minute of it. I've done an undergrad at university and was bored to tears and never very passionate about what I was studying back when I was kind of fresh out of high school. So when I first got into massage, I knew I'd found my love, like my passion, and yeah,
That's awesome.
It's been a great experience. I've evolved with it a lot. My clients, I started off with a business where I'd had other massage therapists hired on, and a little bit bigger in the sense of management and kind of learning and adapting that business degree that I never obtained in university. But now I'm working just for myself out of my house in a studio, and it allows me a lot of freedom, and which is kind of obviously what the natural progression was for Andrea and I, because a dream for me has always been to facilitate and bring health to people and inspire and create opportunity for people's own personal growth. So for us to be able to design these treats has just been a dream, to take what we do and for the love of it that we do in our own hometowns and communities. But
And you've evolved these retreats.
yeah, it's
Because
exciting.
this health focus, you've made a big jump by bringing it to Finca de Vida.
Yeah. Let's go with that to another question, because here it is. It's amazing, right? When you watch people follow in their heart and passion, you're following your heart and your passion, and it's you follow your heart and everything just kind of happens, right? My next question is interesting. You followed your heart and these passions, and you've got what's going on in Canada with your massage stuff, and then your yoga. And how did you guys? I know this is an interesting story, right? How did you guys kind of meet up, and then all of a sudden start arranging these retreats? Because they're amazing. They're so well organized.
We dreamed it up on a Habitat for Humanity build that we did in Costa Rica, and
in 2008.
And we talked about it during the build, and then after the build we had a couple extra days in Costa Rica, and we were like, let's make this happen. Like, let's bring our clients here. This is amazing. This is a great healing spot for them, inspiring spot. So we started organizing it, and it was a year almost to the date that we had our first one, and it was a success. And just watching the growth after our clients left, seeing the change that they made in our lives, it was very inspiring to do the next one. And
So how many have you done now total?
4.
And this is your 4th?
Yeah.
And this is your first time though at Finca de Vida?
That's right. Yeah.
So why did you make the choice to come here?
Yeah, that's another cool story. We met them, again, those of you out there, Farm Life family, serendipity is not like by chance, right? If heart is like a magnet, so it all just kind of like comes together, and people meet each other that have like-minded thoughts. So this is a cool story.
Yes, we took our group surfing for the afternoon on our last retreat. Was it our last one? Only
a few months ago that we've done 2 this year, which has been a huge goal for us.
And we had already been thinking, well, our last retreat went amazing. It was on the beach location, but we were looking for a little bit more a healthier approach to holistic, a healing center, so that encompasses everything. And we met them randomly on the beach. They were one of our retreat goers had met Brian and said, Andrea, you have to go back there. You have to go talk to him. And she felt it, and she knows me really well. And I hadn't yet, and she said, get back there, go over there. And as soon as I shook Brian's hand, I knew. Yeah, so we contacted them.
And we were on that, like, as soon as we returned back to
Canada.
I
was shocked to see that email and the inbox. I was like, whoa, wow.
I can never remember any name, and I know, and I was like, Farm Life.
Yeah, because they didn't write it down. I was like, can you remember Farm of Life, CostaRica.com? And they did, and, here we are.
And it felt right. And Jody's very organized.
Oh, wow.
And prompt with their emails, and that makes it.
Yeah, the synchronizing all
Yeah.
of this. I mean, it's only 6-7 months after the fact, and
Yeah.
we're here, and we made it happen, and you guys have been incredible hosts.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
I mean, I don't know, you're gonna have to pan around.
I will.
I know.
Let's
Just
go pan this
spectacular.
campus.
Yeah.
We're so excited.
This is what we're
Dry season.
blessed to experience.
Here it is.
And I
Nice
think
day in the
each
mountains.
one of our retreat goers here, this is what they were looking for. This is, yeah.
The retreat goers were looking for this sort of mountain in nature.
Yeah.
Their retreat goers were looking for that experience.
Yeah.
You know, we're not right on top of the beach,
Yeah.
but we can get people there. But people that are looking for that engulfed in nature transformational experience, this is a
Yeah, this
pretty
is
good
it.
place
Yeah.
for it.
So we've hiked to the Nauyaca waterfall and played in the waterfalls there. You guys went surfing.
Yes.
We have.
You hiked
Lots of yoga and
And the
boot
weather
camp
has
and-
followed with us where we go perfectly.
Yeah,
It has.
It's suited
Yes,
the
suited.
activities. We have a group today that's off whitewater rafting, and
Just
a few
took 'em
others
there.
have chosen to go horseback riding. So
We have pedicures and manicures this afternoon. for those
Yeah.
who
so
want
it's
it.
a little bit more of a mellow day for those that chose to
Mhm.
just kind of.
And the meals, we should talk about how
Oh.
fabulous the
Food.
meals have been.
Mary, Shiva.
We have a new chef.
Yeah.
Shiva, Lord of the Kitchen, Queen of the Kitchen,
Lord us.
Yeah.
is upon us, and man, what a gift! Yeah,
And
right.
her
The
story
food.
is amazing, and her food.
Yeah,
Yeah, it just
Oh,
comes
you-
out in what she creates.
Yeah.
It's been
It's
spectacular.
healing food.
it really is.
Yeah.
Because there's so much love that she's putting in the food.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, raw, cooked, vegan,
Mhm.
whatever it is. When you throw a lot of love in food, it's felt. The
And
vibration's lifted.
And she makes sure her food is pure. I mean,
Yeah.
she's bringing recipes from Morocco and India
All
and
of her travels.
just the healing foods that
Yeah.
she knows these are foods that are cleansing or good for your group, rebuilding with all the
Definitely.
exercise your group is doing.
And
Mhm.
although with all that exercise, we're going to bed early, we're getting enough sleep, the silence of the.
Yeah,
Right.
Getting up with the sun.
And we're gonna get him to sun gaze
Yes.
tomorrow. Today was a
Yes.
rough
Yeah,
day, but we
hopefully.
talked about sun gazing, and they were all pretty open to it. So they're gonna try that tomorrow. So I'm really excited about that. Farmer Life family, anybody watching this right now, Andrea, Meegan, websites, so that maybe people that maybe never did your yoga, right?
Yeah.
Because most people are coming to these retreats that have done your yoga class.
Right.
But I'm here to tell you that this would be an amazing retreat for any of you. That if their next retreat, if the
Yeah.
dates mix up, if they fit with you, I would come and do a retreat with Meegan and Andrea.
Yeah.
Websites.
My website is bodyandbalance.ca, and for yoga I teach yin, hatha, vinyasa, power. So there's lots of variety there, and you mix levels. We have some people that have done yoga 3 times to it's a daily practice here, so it's all mixed levels. And then our website is animar.ca.
And we're on Facebook as well,
We're on
so
Facebook.
which is a great way to
Animar
kind of be
Retreats.
tuned in with our retreat date launches and that kind of thing. So
Mhm.
go on there and like us and love us. And
Animar means, is that Spanish?
Enliven.
it is.
For
yeah.
enliven.
Enliven. Isn't that
Enliven.
amazing?
Yeah.
So the
That's
theme
excellent.
of this retreat was enliven your life, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Pure bliss.
And it seems like we.
And I think we've
Have
enlivened a few
impacted
people.
them.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
definitely have. And again, if I know a lot of you out there in TV land, you're watching these, and you've never had a massage from Meegan, or you've never done yoga with Andrea, but I can tell you that a retreat with them would be amazing, especially if you're looking for like high activity, high exercise,
Lots of tours.
and lots of tours.
And this is not a raw food retreat. We are cooking vegetarian for
This
you
is
guys.
more of a vegetarian. This is a vegetarian retreat.
Yeah. With tons of variety.
Tons
so
of variety.
Lots
Yes.
of
not
variety.
thinking minimalist. It's been abundant. Like we've had the most incredible meals.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So if you're looking for a lot of fun, Meegan and Andrea,
Yay.
Animar,
We'd love to have you.
All right.
check them out. And with that, the key of D, navel chakra.
Can you
We will
feel
sign
it?
off. We'll see you. Much love, Farm
Bye.
Life
Much
family.
love.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Caesar.